Suffer in silence!
Hey, me and Matt here. So for the next couple of WrestleManias, I'm going to do 2 a day. Because there's 2 wrestlers facing each other at 2 WrestleManias each. So, yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. But who knows? I think WrestleMania 27 is just going to be 1 day. But anyways, let's get on with it. So, WrestleMania 25, the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania is upon us. And, yeah, you know, I must have been in a good mood at the time. Because I thought this was a good WrestleMania, you know. But, you know, as you get older, things happen and changes happen. So, let's see if I really enjoyed it or nowadays it's just full of shit. But let's find out. At the Colóns, Carlito and Primo, who defeated Shawn Morrison and the Miz and Morrison, to become the unified WWE Tag Team Champions. I think that's just how it happened. When they merged the titles together. You had the Colóns, who were SmackDown. Or no, they were Raw Tag Team Champions. And you had Miz and Morrison, who were SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I think that's it, right? But anyways, no matter, the fact is the Colóns won, becoming the Unified Tag Team Championship. And then, of course, they would lose them to the Hart Dynasty, which was Tyson Kidd and Davey Boy Smith later on. Then we get to WrestleMania 25, which had the Money in the Bank ladder match. CM Punk, who won again. There was CM Punk, Kane, Mark Henry, who told me that list. MVP, Shelton Benjamin, Kofi Kingston, Christian, and Finlay. Now, CM Punk won this match again. Unfortunately, he still didn't get the main event spot. Like I said yesterday, I'm pretty sure I did anyhow. The fact of the matter is, CM Punk should have gotten the main event spot, but for some reason, he was never the it guy, the it factor, if you will. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because he had tattoos. Maybe it was because he had some piercings. Don't have no clue, but it sucks. Anyways, he would go on to face, I think it might have been Edge, to take the world title again. But there you go. Then we get the Miss WrestleMania Battle Royal with Mae Young as special guest timekeeper. Now, this was the point where Kid Rock made his special. Kid Rock sang his a few songs, and I don't know if it was really appropriate for children, but it was interesting. It wasn't the greatest performance ever, but you had new divas. You had new divas. You had returning divas like Tori Wilson and I think Sable. Maybe 2 others, but they came down the aisle at the same time Kid Rock was singing. So you really have to put it on pause or slow motion just to, you know, look at it. And then you have a weird diva in there that turns out to be Santina Marella throwing out Beth Phoenix and Melina. Santino and Drake. Hold on a sec. I will say this though about Santino or Anthony. He's a pretty funny guy, but the things that they made him do, like, I don't know if Santina was, you know, his choice, but then he would do lamer things down the road, like the Cobra, the Cobra thing that he did. But I guess it was okay for kids, but this one was just god-awful. And so there it is. Santina won the Miss WrestleMania Battle Royal. Things they come up with. Then we get a handicap elimination match. Chris Jericho, who defeated Roddy Piper, Ricky Steamboat, and Jimmy Superfly Snuka with Flair in the corner. Now, Chris Jericho had a confrontation earlier in the month with Mickey Rourke, who was in The Wrestler, a movie that came out that year. And so, Mickey Rourke was in WrestleMania. He was in the audience. So, yeah, this match was interesting. Old school guys versus Chris Jericho. It's really sad, though, because Roddy Piper and Jimmy Snuka are no longer with us. Of course, Ric Flair came back. Obviously, Ric Flair came back. So I guess it wasn't in TNA very long. Weird. Yeah, I don't understand that. But anyways, and sibling rivalry match for the Intercontinental Championship. Wow, really? Oh no, sorry. Extreme Rules match. You had Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy. Now, at the Royal Rumble, you had Matt Hardy turn on Jeff Hardy during his match. We did a World Championship match with Edge. And, yeah, you had this. It was interesting because, you know, he had no idea what was going to happen. You know, Jeff Hardy always got the upper hand. Matt Hardy was always pushed aside. So he decided to make a statement. This was a good match. You know, those two brothers wrestled as young kids, and it was pretty cool to see this match. And then Matt Hardy won. I think, you know, it was his time to go over and shine against Jeff. So this was a good match. And I always enjoy Extreme Rules matches. Now we get to the Intercontinental Championship match. Rey Mysterio versus JBL. JBL beat CM Punk for the Intercontinental Championship earlier in the year. And this match was cool. Yeah, Rey Mysterio beat JBL, which JBL to quit WWE. Well, he didn't quit WWE. He just quit wrestling and did the behind the scenes, commentary. And very cool. I think it was in commentary more so since 2006, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it wasn't that, but I never realized how long JBL has been in the WWE commentary spot. Get the first installment of Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. Now, it's kind of fitting that these two have the match of the night. Obviously, Shawn Michaels calls himself for us Mr. WrestleMania, but this was kind of like interesting how The Undertaker also is more so Mr. WrestleMania, because they both have really good matches. And, you know, them being the longest in the WWE, it would be fitting that they would wrestle at a WrestleMania. And they've wrestled many times before. Obviously, Bad Blood and Hell in a Cell. So, yeah, this was pretty cool. In fact, you know, this was the match of the night. I don't know who would follow that. But Shawn Michaels wanted to face The Undertaker. Undertaker didn't want to face him at first. Then, how the hell did that go? I can't remember. Undertaker didn't want to face him anyways, but Shawn Michaels made him. Maybe that was the next year. Anyhow, it was fitting for the two Texans to go at it in Houston. So, it was a very close call. You thought maybe the streak would be over. But, nonetheless, the streak was not over. It was cool, because not being a fan of Shawn Michaels, I would have been very disappointed. But, nonetheless, Shawn Michaels got defeated by The Undertaker, and Undertaker's streak still stands, well, at this point. Then we get a triple threat for the World Heavyweight Championship. John Cena, Edge, and Big Show. Now, you obviously get Edge, who was the champion. You know, you thought maybe Big Show could win this match. And then you get John Cena, who was fan favorite. But what was interesting to me was Edge winning this match and retaining the belt, which I think was pretty cool. But yeah, Edge retained. It was pretty cool to see that. Also, another WrestleMania where the champions retained. Spoiler. Because then we get to Triple H versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. And Triple H was the champion. And we get this feud back and forth. You get the segment where Randy Orton punched Stephanie in the head. And, yeah, Randy Orton was just a lazy scumbag. And that's why I was never a huge fan. Well, I wasn't a fan, period. But you get this match, and Triple H going nuts on Randy Orton, and Randy Orton playing the classic chicken shit heel, where he would ruin your life, but then you try to get him, and Randy was like, "Don't, no, wait. But Triple H got it, you know, 1, 2, 3. Triple H retained the title. So this was the first WrestleMania where you get both the world title and the WWE title defended and retained at WrestleMania. Like, this was interesting just to see that, but also interested in a way that the match of the night was the two Texan boys, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Regardless if or Undertaker, no less, was built from Death Valley, both San Antonio and Houston. And, but this was a good WrestleMania. You know, even the female battle royal, but Miss WrestleMania was entertaining, to say the least. Even if Santina looked disgusting. Anyways, that's it. I know this was interesting show, and I'll be right back with WrestleMania 26. Alright, bye. And then hi. Timing, motherfucker. Anyway, which prompted or so Mr. WrestleMania. Because hey! Anyways, that's it. I know this was interesting show, and I'll be right back with WrestleMania 26. Alright, bye.